Going live? Yeah. Hey, what's going on, crypto people? What? Happy Saturday. Did we go over $1 trillion in market cap for the total market cap of all crypto? That is a crazy number. That is a really crazy number. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like on the way in if you haven't done so already. This is going to be a sort of a rapid fire live stream today. What in the world? Trading is halted because of gas fees? That is not a good look. We're going to get into that as well. That is not a good look, my friends. Celsius 1% loans. Are you acting and are you thinking and acting like the 1% of the 1%? I'm gonna go over a little bit of the Celsius AMA today as well, guys. Absolutely interesting stuff. What's going on, guys? This is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is a digital asset space. Happy Saturday to you. Let's get rid of, which one do we want here? What is going on? There it is. Let's get rid of this one. Let's do that. Happy Saturday, guys, to you. Good to see you, Auntie Val. Happy Saturday to you. What's going on, XRP Joe? Yeah, so listen, when the people from Ripple do a little tweet about this or that, right, they're making a point. They're trying to put across a message without question. And I got to tell you, it really, really does feel like, to me, you guys know I've said this before and time again, that they, whoever that is, the powers that be, do not want Bitcoin to be the poster child for the digital asset space. I don't think there is any coincidence at all that the people from the IMF or the ECB or Madame Lagarde or whoever are talking about energy consumption, talking about this whole green thing, sustainable energy. Now we got an exchange halting the trading because of Ethereum gas fees. Right, I believe it was the liquid exchange halted the trading because of gas fees, which really, really sets up what's going on with the flared network. I mean, it really, really sets up what's going on there, right? A shout out to 432HZ XRP for sharing that information about the trading halt going on the liquid exchange because of the gas fees. Look, this whole sustainable energy, this whole we love the earth thing, right? Energy consumption and all of these things for me is like, I feel like the powers that be said, okay, again, this is me totally speculating, but they chose the one, which is the XRPL ledger and XRP. They can't just come and say it. They just can't make it the one. They got to have a narrative around it. Right, the whole carbon neutral blockchain, the first one to do that as far as, doing the thing with the carbon, right? The fast the speed, the efficiency, right? The cross-border narrative and everything that it does, right? You got to get that. So all the G7 nations and the G20 nations, right? We say this on the channel all the time, that if there's one thing they can agree on in the digital asset space, it's cross-border payments, right? That's the one thing, right? The one thing they all agree on. Now you got the answer to that, arguably number one front and center is the XRP ledger and XRP. Then you say, well, what are the benefits of using this ledger? What is the strong points of this ledger? Man, it's fast, it's efficient, it's inexpensive. Look at this. Look at how much less energy, right? Look how much less energy is required to use this XRP ledger, right? We got the whole green thing and the whole sustainable energy thing, all kind of going on. All of that stuff going on. All of that speaks to the XRP ledger, right? And so for me, it just, you know, if Bitcoin wins the store of value argument, and it looks like it has, right? There's going to be the other thing. It's going to be the other thing, an asset that is all of the rest of that stuff. Bitcoin is not going to win the energy thing, right? They're not going to win the carbon emissions thing. They're not going to win the electricity, right? They're not going to win saving the earth. They're not going to win that. Bitcoin is not going to win that. So they, whether it be the G20 or the G7 nations of the world, they got to have something else. They have to have something else because they all agree on the cross-border payments thing. Right. And so, you know, that whole, the eco-friendly and the sustainable energy thing, that's all on the side of, in my opinion, the XRP ledger and XRP. It's all on that side. Then you throw in cost savings and in efficient and fast. You throw in that in addition, right? I mean, it's a slam dunk, right? It's a slam dunk. It's something that all the G7 nations and all the G20 nations can agree on. They're not agreeing on Bitcoin. Have you been noticing that? They're not agreeing on Bitcoin. Like, even Yellen kind of saying the thing, you know, that she said, right? Right? They're gonna let the wealthy of the wealthy use it as a store of value, right? But the sustainable energy and the carbons and emissions and all that stuff, that's on the side of the XRP ledger and XRP, and they know it. They 10,000% know it. Now this gas fees thing, look, that's a problem. And I do find it interesting that the liquid exchange halted the trading because of the high gas fees. I'm seeing people paying these gas fees, hundreds of dollars. They're paying it. How long is that going to last? I mean, the Flare network is the answer to that, which I believe is why Ripple invested the money in Flare Limited the way that they did. I mean, that's Flare Limited LTD is a sleeping giant, y'all. You want to know what's the, in my opinion, what's the up and coming Coinbase? What's the up in terms of the value in its in the entity itself? To me, it's Flare Networks Ltd. I mean, obviously Ripple. We all know that. We all know Ripple. But after Coinbase and Ripple, it's going to be when you can bring any virtual machine onto the network, any virtual machine onto the Flare network, any, without the fees and leverage the XRP ledger, man, you want to talk about game over? Yeah, that, my friends, is game over. Guys, are we thinking and acting like the 1% of the 1%? XRP Joe, I'm glad you're here, buddy. I wanted to ask you something, my friend. because I know that you love the I Trust Capital, and I know you use them. And I got a question for you, if you can ask. Don't, you don't have to get all into your personal stuff, but can you, when Moon, right? You got your stuff on I Trust Capital, and when Moon, XRP is doing its thing, your other assets are doing their thing, and you want to move into the fiat world because the platform in which real estate, or I don't know, real estate, or student loans, whatever, they're not taking Bitcoin yet. They're not taking XRP yet. So you have to move capital from I Trust Capital, from your IRA, whether it be a Roth or a SEP, and move it into the fiat world. What happens then? Is there a fee? Not a fee. I guess it's a fee. I mean, are you susceptible now to taxes and stuff like that? Can you explain that, XRP Joe? I guess my question is, how do you move to the fiat world with some of your assets from I Trust Capital? How do you move to the fiat world? And while XRP is thinking about that, and hopefully is not totally confused, that I didn't totally confuse him, guys, are you thinking and acting like the 1% of the 1%? I just listened to Alex Mashinsky again today, explaining how the 1% of the 1%, what they do. First of all, the 1% of the 1%, when they go to leverage their assets versus liquidating them, guess what rate they get for their loans? Yeah, it's 1%. I want you to think about that. The 1% of the 1%, when they go to borrow against their assets, which they do all the time because of the tax situation, they get a 1% loan. Are you thinking and acting like the 1% of 1%? And on the Celsius platform, you can do that. You can 10,000% do that. Let me say, hey, what's going on to some of the people here. And I'm going to show you just a little thing from Celsius. Auntie Val, good to see you, miss. John Doe, morning to you, brother. Danny Phoenix is here. What's up, my friend? Legendary is in the building. Crypto_JS. Are you an ambassador for Celsius? Because you are knocking it out of the park, bro. John Doe, yep. Is that Lacob, Andre? Hello, my friend. Good to see you. Adam M is here. Joe C is here. What's up, my friend? Jumped on to say hi, XRP family. Let's go, XRP. Got to sleep. Been up all night. Get some sleep, brother. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for taking the time to smash that like button. Definitely appreciate it. Travis Tolliver, how are you? Go get some rest, Joe C. Syrian Mercy. Hello. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. I don't think I've seen you before. Where are you checking in from, Syrian? Hope I'm saying your name right. XRP Joe, thank you. He says, shout out a tweet. Shout out a tweet. You did. Okay. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. To bring in the family. Well, I appreciate that, 416 XRP Joe. What's going on, 416 Crypto? Kia Sand is here. How are you, Kia? Raven is here. Ken Sims. Yes, sir. You are a very smart man. Thank you, Ken. I appreciate you hanging out today in the crypto. This is going to be a quick stream. I got an appointment to get to, but I wanted to say, hey, I wanted to just kind of get you guys thinking about the significance of an exchange halting trading because of gas fees. Let me see if I can find that. I mean, that's pretty significant. And I also just wanted to kind of remind you guys, here it is here from 432HZXRP. Exchange temporarily halts Ether withdrawals as gas fees hit new highs. And that's happening now. And we're just at the tips. We're just tippy-toeing on the bull run. What about when the altcoin season is in full bloom? Japanese crypto exchange Liquid has temporarily disabled Ether withdrawals amid the altcoin hitting new all-time highs. look, that, you know, like, first of all, you have less and less control of what's going on with that, with dealing with that exchange, right? Gas fees are crazy. There's a lot of things going on with that article right there. Gas fees, they temporarily withdraw, suspend you from disabling you from withdrawing any ETH. I mean, yeah. The ETH gas fees thing is just not a good look at all. It really isn't. Did I do that? Yeah, let me see something here. Let's see this. The other thing that I thought was interesting that I wanted to share with you guys real quick. Monica Long, every time someone reports on Bitcoin energy usage, many in crypto react with, what about this? Or what about that? She says, what about isms? Just because cash emits more CO2 and is used far more, and banks aren't transparent about their emissions, doesn't mean that crypto's emissions should be ignored. Again, she's not pointing that out for no small reason, right? Let me see if I can find it here. Integrity and liquidity update. Destruction, that's not it. I thought that they said something about the thing here. For the actions, the next step. Nope, they didn't say it here. I thought they said something about the sustainability of the XRP ledger and XRP. But right, so we all know, right? We all know the numbers about the uses of electricity versus with XRP versus everything else, right? We all absolutely know that, and it's going to be massive. XRP Joe, did you answer that, my friend? This thing is really delayed. Oh, there it is. Gotcha. Okay. The off-ramp process for my trust is way more beneficial than traditional means for sure. I have not made those moves yet and am still educating myself and prep for this. Thank you, my friend. Very few taxes though. Okay. Got it. Got to kind of figure that out, right? Because the off-ramp is hugely important, you know, coming from that IRA, because it's a self-directed IRA, which I'm sure is better than traditional. But yeah, I was very curious about that in terms of the fees. If you do get some updated information, XRP Joe, can you let me know? That would be awesome. Crypto Roger is here. Good to see you. I bought Charlie's bags is here. Good to see you, brother. Monica is long on XRP, indeed. Ethereum fees are the worst, Luna the Alpha. And people are paying them hundreds of dollars. Like, that's a problem. Guys, do me a favor. If you didn't smash the like on the way in, just collapse the chat. Go smash that like if you're enjoying the hangout for sure. Unknown Revolver, good to see you. XRP and H-Bar, Herdera Hashgraph, indeed. Master EZ10, yes, Siege. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, Nobility Black, man. The Binance blockchain. They are just doing their thing over there at Binance, man. You just can't argue. I mean, it is undeniable. Chrissy Faust, good morning to you. John O says, I use iTrust. I like it a lot. Yeah. I had a really great conversation with the CEO there. For sure, John O. Nice guy, really nice guy, smart guy. Right, and so here's the thing. Again, Celsius got 1% loan. They got a 3.95% loan and a 7.95% loan. Right, the 1% of the 1%, they take advantage of the 1% loan. Right, leverage your assets versus liquidating. I just recently did it. Right, recently did that. Right, and they have a really good thing in it, which I really like. is they do, you know, everyone's concerned about being liquidated or margin calls and any kind of stuff like that. That's why, another reason why you want to do the 1% loan, right? In my opinion, humble opinion. But they also they do reverse margins as well, right? So if your asset, you know, you took a loan and your asset is 25 cents, for example, right? You took that loan, it's a 1% loan, and now your asset is now 50 cents, for example. It doubled, it has to double. Then they adjust the allocation and they put that back into your wallet. So if at 25 cents, you had to lock up 5,000 XRP to get your loan, if your XRP goes now to 50 cents, then they readjust that 5,000 and they put that back into your wallet. They do that twice a month. Twice a month, they're looking at those so that they can readjust that so that I can go back on your wallet and continue to earn, which is really, really cool. It's not automated yet, so they're still manually doing that twice a month. But the automation for that is coming, which I think is absolutely outstanding for sure. So yeah, you know, I did that and just recently, and you know, I went out and got more assets, right? You know, I didn't take fiat for a loan. Doesn't make sense for me. Got stable coins, went into the market, added to my portfolio, still have some cash on the side in stable coins, and looking to see what other kind of plays that I can do. But that is, I mean, it's 1%. I think I have a 2 or 3 year loan. I don't even remember which one it is. The total interest on the loan is $100. Total interest on the loan is $100. I was listening to Michael Saylor. He said the same thing when asked, when is he going to sell his Bitcoin? His answer was never. His answer was never selling his Bitcoin. If he needs money, which he said himself, he's going to borrow against the Bitcoin. At about 1%. Right? Got a guy, Michael Saylor. The dude took $1 billion of his money, slant his company's money, and bought Bitcoin, and just said flat out, yeah, take profits. Yeah, I'm just going to borrow against my Bitcoin. Why am I going back into the dirty, nasty fiat world? Right? So guys, go to Celsius.network here. Let me share this. Just some food for thought. I'm certainly not telling you what to do with your money. See if something like acting like the 1% of the 1% makes sense to you. One of the things that I thought was really, really cool, you can go to Celsius.network and you can go to Why Trust Celsius, and there's a bunch of videos here you can check out. Let me run through that exactly how that would work so you guys know. So Celsius.network. Then you scroll down to, well, no, you don't scroll down. Wait a minute. Let's move this out of the way. You hit this is what I have to do on my thing. You see this about here and this arrow, the about here, and then the arrow off to the right of the about. Hit that, and then it comes about Celsius, our team, why trust Celsius, security insight. If you want to learn about MPC, right, the highest level security today, right, not the nanos. Okay, why trust Celsius, right? You click on why trust Celsius here. And I like that he's got this video. Here's an article. There's a video interview with Alex Mashinsky from Bloomberg News. Other people interviewing him, right? All this different stuff here, right? NASDAQ. I mean, he's constantly in New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ being interviewed about the traditional market and the digital asset space market. But what I like is this. Our focus on transparency. It's got the chain analysis audit to verify the assets under management is exactly that. They got proof of community, which is coming via Zen blockchain. It's going to show you everything available will be on the blockchain. But their licenses and registration regulations, I think, is massive. People need to know. What kind of licenses and regulations that they do they have? It here shows the company house license, Delaware C, the one from FinCEN, SEC. Yeah, SEC regulation, SEC regulation. These are all the licenses that they have. They got them, right? And this one is huge. This is the FCA registration. Celsius Network Limited has been temporarily registered under the money laundering thing, right? So fully compliant there. And all the quote unquote competitors, quote unquote, Nexo, Crypto.com, BlockFi, none of them have this license. None of them have it. And you can see right here, Celsius Network Limited, right? So again, in terms of everything that you want to find out, you want to learn about Celsius, go to celsius.network, top 3 bars, then scroll down to the right, hit the about arrow off to the right of about, and you can learn everything that you want to learn. Any and everything that you want to learn about the Celsius platform, you can learn it there. So, which I think is really, really cool and really, really smart. I know that someone, my guy Lee has reached out to me. It's been hard for us to connect because we're in different, different time zones. But again, guys, something to consider. Just think about that. See if it makes sense to you. It makes 10,000% for me. This is my second time taking advantage of the platform and not just putting my assets on the platform and earning yield, but also leveraging how the 1% think and how they act and how they leverage their assets. My first loan with them was at 50%. So I took the highest risk, if you will, at 50%. And I just love how they're absolutely amazing and giving you every single option you need in order to not have a margin call on you and not be liquidated, which I just love that they do that. You just got to know how to do it, right? You got to know that they're going to be notifying you via the email that you use to register for the loan. You don't want to use an email to register for the platform rather, and then do a loan, but you never use that email ever, which means when you do the loan, you get notified about something that you need to do. You never use the email, so you never check it. You don't want to do that, right? So you want to initially register with an email with Celsius that you always use, right? And so if you decide to leverage your assets versus liquidating them, you'll get the notification and you won't miss the notification. And they give you 50 zillion ways to meet that if you happen to do it. But again, the 50% will be the one, when I say riskier, it's because it's only 50% collateral, it'll come quicker to the margin call. It'll come quicker to that margin call than the 33% will, right? And the 33% will come quicker to that margin call than the 1% will, right? Because the 1% is just 25%, it's 25% LTV. They have more collateral versus the loan, right? And so it's learning how that works and seeing how it works. For me, the 1% is just the absolute zero knowledge brainer. 1%, just a brainer, no brainer. Because I'm looking at my assets, I'm looking at my blockfolio, and my blockfolio just has to outperform 1%. Right? Right? We're just about to get into the alt season. It just has to outperform 1%. So think about that. And so I'm not telling you to take a loan. I'm telling you to look, right? I'm telling you to explore your options and see if it makes sense for you. XRP Joe says Celsius is way better than a savings account. Savings accounts are for yeah, poor people. Savings accounts. I have not looked at the Telcoin, my friend, XRP Joe. Savings account, yeah, not so exciting there, for sure. Yeah, that they have smiling as Doji. You have to know their platform. You have to know their business model, right? Their business model. You could say that it's not going to last, but Neither is the 0.01% in the savings account, right? That's why they're looking to go negative, right? And so you want to leverage the platform when you can leverage the platform. That's what they're offering. And they always adjust their rates depending upon the yield that they get. The reason that they can do 10% is because they're getting 16, 14, 16, 18% from institutions, from exchanges, and the likes. So they only put what they can get. If they can't get and give you 80% of the revenue, which is their business model, is 80% is their business model. So rather than think what can't last, you need to look at the business model, my friend. I recommend you look at the business model, right? Because cred went down, right? Good intentions, bad business model. Good intentions by cred and the LBA token, bad business model. So check out the business model and you'll see that Celsius has a massive business model. Genius in motion, without question. So, all right, guys, listen, I got to wrap up. I got to hop on a call. I just wanted to give you a quick thing. I'll see you guys later on this afternoon. Some things to ponder. Guys, check out the Q4 2020 XRP markets report. Let's level up our XRP IQ. Let's, see what we got going on there in that report. If it sounds good, if it makes you feel better, does it give you more confidence in and able to strengthen your resolve in this market and what's going on with the SEC? That's one of the ways to do it. All right, guys, listen, thank you so much for hanging out today. I am going to get off of here, hop off here, and hop on my next call. It's been a real cool hang. I'll see you guys later on this afternoon. Don't forget to hit the like on the way out. If you didn't get a chance to smash it on the way in. Old money, never forget, doesn't want you to win. The digital asset space, however, is our chance to win. It's our chance to win. So let's take advantage of it. Let's leverage and become the new 1%. All right, guys, listen, have a great day. I'll see you later on today, and we'll see.